It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: If Nigeria could suppress Biafra in 30 months, why has Boko Haram not been defeated in 10 years? The unlawful activities of the Boko Haram terrorists in most states of northern parts of the country have become a serious concern. These Boko Haram insurgents have caused serious mayhem and havoc to residents of the northeast in their quest to conquer the region, though the gallant approach of the Nigerian army has restricted the Boko Haram insurgents from going beyond the region. However, according to research, the rise of Boko Haram in Nigeria could be traced as far back as 2002, when Muhammad Yusuf, a well-known preacher, began to radicalize his discourse to reject all secular aspects of Nigerian society. Although their earliest known attack that gained widespread attention occurred in September 2010, when the group attacked a prison in the city of Bauchi and released more than 700 inmates, including some 100 Boko Haram members. Going through this history of Boko Haram and its heinous crime activities in Nigeria, in the last 10 years, I began to wonder why the Nigerian government has been unable to end insurgency in the northeast after all these years, despite being able to suppress the Biafra nation in 30 months during the Civil War, though the Civil War ended with the tag "No Victor, No Vanquished." It is on record that the gallant approach of the Nigerian soldiers from 1967 to 1970 ensured that the Biafra nation did not break away and destabilize the unity of the country. It is good to understand that the both idea of a Biafra nation then and the activities of the Boko Haram have secessionist tendency, in the sense that both groups are against the unity of Nigeria as a nation. Hence, why has the Nigerian government been unable to end Boko Haram insurgency despite the availability of modern military equipment in use now? The Nigerian government has spent billions of naira in acquiring weapons, yet Boko Haram still exists. Even though you cannot compare the sophisticated weapon Nigerian armies are using now to combat Boko Haram with what was used during the Civil War. Though the federal government has been commended for its efforts in combating Boko Haram terrorists, the federal government should employ more tactics to ensure that Boko Haram is defeated as soon as possible. If possible, the federal government should seek the assistance of veteran Nigerian soldiers that aided the suppression of Biafra during the Civil War, understand the tactics that work for the Nigerian soldiers then, and try to apply them now to end Boko Haram. And this is an analyst, Malaki Tutu, saying that the federal government of Nigeria finds more pleasure to go after the indigenous people of Biafra that are agitating for the peace and stability of the country, hereby saying they want to break away, and this is quite due to the fact that they probably felt marginalized, and that the federal government of Nigeria actually not doing enough for the southeastern parts of the country, and this has led to the agitation saying that it is best for them to break away from the country Nigeria. And therefore, we know that just of recent, the Nigerian government had been able to extradite the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Kanu, back to Nigeria from Kenya, and he has been detained at the DSS facility for quite some months now, of which he was tried October 24, 2021, after which he was tried against 7 fresh count charges, of which he pleaded not guilty, and therefore it has been postponed to November 10, 2021 after he pleaded not guilty. And here is an analyst saying that the same strengths and tactics, strategies of which the federal government of Nigeria through the Nigerian army have been using to suppress the activities of the Biafras, that is the indigenous people of Biafra, that they could have been able to do more than that to end the insurgency being caused by the Boko Haram terrorists in the northeast, saying that the unlawful activities of the Boko Haram terrorists in most states, especially the northeastern parts of the country, have actually become so deep and ingenious that it affects practically everywhere in the country, saying that it is a serious concern for the federation as a whole, and saying that the Boko Haram insurgents have caused serious mayhem and havoc to residents in the northeast in their quest to conquer the region, and that though the gallant Nigerian army has restricted the Boko Haram insurgents from going beyond the region of the northeast, however, it is known that the Boko Haram had been in existence since 2002, over 10 years now, and a well-known preacher, which is Muhammad Yusuf, who started it, also rejected all secular aspects of Nigerian society, which means that they also do not believe in the sovereignty of Nigeria or in the unity of Nigeria, and that through their earliest known attack, we remember that then they attacked prisons, released about 700 inmates, and including some 100 Boko Harams that were arrested by the Nigerian army, and and locked up in the prison, where the Mohammed Yusuf led Boko Haram then actually went to rescue all of the inmates. And the analysis of the opinion that if going through this history of Boko Haram and their heinous activities, their killings and criminal activities in the last 10 years, then, and the federal government, like, it looks so funny how the federal Nigerian government has been unable to end insurgency in the northeast after this about 10 years, despite being able to suppress the Biafra nation in 30 months during the civil war. Remember, from 1967 to 1970, that the Biafran civil war was actually it was actually a very big one, and the Nigerian government was able to stop the nation from breaking up, that is, from the Biafran soldiers. They were able to apprehend them, where it was said that over millions of lives were lost in the bid to achieve that Nigerian sovereignty is upheld. And although it was declared that the war was no victor, no vanquished, however, it is crystal clear that the Nigerian army were able to ensure that the Biafran nation does not hold, and therefore it is on record that the gallant approach of the Nigerian soldiers from 1967 to 1970 ensured that Biafra nation do not destabilize the unity of Nigeria. Therefore, it is good to understand that the idea of the Biafra nation then and the Boko Haram now are actually the same thing, because they are secessionist tendencies in the right sense. And therefore, the Nigerian government has been unable to end Boko Haram insurgency despite the availability of modern military equipment in use now compared to the military equipment used then, that they were still able to defeat the Biafra nation. We wonder why, with the modern equipment, that